Breaking right now, cops near campus. What police are doing right next to an elementary school.
So many local school threats, Crime Stoppers gets involved. Parents, a direct message to you this morning.
Plus, you have 1 day left to mail Christmas gifts, the cheapest way how you can save money if you can't make the shipping deadline.
And new right now, critiquing your child can hurt their future relationships. How to find the right balance between helpful and hurtful. A needle in a haystack. Right now, all hands are on deck across the country to catch who's behind dozens of bomb threats.
They're smaller than a table, lure in hundreds of fish, and clean dirty water. In just 3 days, more mini reefs are headed to Fort Myers Beach.
Plus, your security system is putting everyone in danger. This morning, what to look for inside your home.
Millions of dollars of student loan debt totally erased. Today, emails will be sent if your loans are thrown out.
Lucas Burnley heard about the crime and decided to step up and help himself. He drove all the way to Connecticut from Massachusetts with more than $45,000 worth of toys. His business was holding a toy drive for his own town, and he decided to split the money with a community of people he'd never met before.
You blessed me beyond measure, man. I can't even tell you. We're excited.
And the giving didn't end there. Bridgeport's mayor presented a check for more than $2,000 to Toys for Tots. The money was raised by city employees in response to that theft.
Thieves ruin a Christmas caroling roadshow. For years, the family's gone across Southwest Florida spreading Christmas cheer.
Walking in a winter wonderland. Gonna waste the blues.
That's Sean Reed performing in Cape Coral last Tuesday. Next day, he woke up and found all of his sound equipment and lighting gear was stolen out of his van. It happened while his van was parked in his Fort Myers driveway.
It's like somebody just kicked me right in the gut because it was like $6,000 worth of equipment that we used to do these Christmas Carol shows is just all gone. We can't let people just get away with this. It's ruining Christmas for me. It's ruining Christmas for everybody else.
They look just like this. They're washing up from the Gulf, and even though the latest tests show good news for red tide, well, if you have a look at the latest red tide map, you can see there's virtually no red tide reported throughout Southwest Florida. Still, the Conservancy of Southwest Florida says they're getting all kinds of sick birds from Marco Island up to Bonita Beach. Florida Fish and Wildlife says the red tide is likely the culprit. They just released those preliminary results after evaluating 5 birds taken from Marco Island's Residence Beach. The Conservancy says since early last month up until last weekend, they've taken in more than 90 birds. Even with treatment, only 7 survived.
And a lot of them are coming up with either wing problems or they're not breathing right, and most of them have lost legs.
Now, if you see any sick or injured birds over the weekend, FWC urges you to report them. We've posted a link to do that in the Wink News app.
10 airports accounted for nearly a third of all incidents last year. Police records from 7 of them revealed at least 3 cases where it appears the gun was missed once by TSA screeners and was only found on the person's return trip home.
How does that happen?
Either there's a technology issue, there's a procedural issue, or there's a training issue.
I'm a little troubled by the fact that the gun went through the X-ray machine and was missed.
Oh, I'm troubled by that too. I think everybody in TSA is troubled by it, and mistakes happen.
How often do those mistakes happen?
I can't give you an answer as to how often it happens, but when it does happen, we do everything we can to figure out why it happened.
TSA says the vast majority of people caught with guns claim they forgot they had them in their bag.
They're going to come back retroactively and crucify me? I didn't even realize I was doing something wrong.
A veteran has problems with the VA. Coming up, how Wink News stepped in to help.